Okay, so let me ask you this then. Um, Last year, 2 million people got Life is Messy at Christmas. Let's play for a second that 2 million people this year are going to get Holy Moments for Christmas. And all 2 million people read Holy Moments, learn how to create Holy Moments for themselves, and then try it. What do you think? What do you think would happen if that happened?
All right, so let's break it down. Let's take a look at read holy moments, learn how to create holy moments, and try it. They're not actually three things. Okay. You cannot read this book and not learn how to do holy moments,
Mhm.
and it's a short book. Okay. And you cannot read this book and not try to create holy moments. It's not possible. So, um, again, we come back to the power of the concept. Uh, Once you hear it, you can't unhear it. Once you're aware of it, you will see it everywhere. You'll see it in every person, in every situation, in every opportunity. And so you put this in the hands of 2 million people this Christmas. I think you're going to see incredible things happen. But I like to think of it in maybe more personalized ways.
Mm.
Um, what happens to a family if every person, if every member of the family reads the book and starts implementing holy moments into their lives, change the family? What happens to a parish where every person in the parish reads the book and begins to enact holy moments um, in their lives and in the parish? Um, I think that is where we begin to see the real power of this. And then the numbers, you know, 2 million people. If they then take their book and pass it on to somebody else,
Hmm.
that's another 2 million people. Um, and you start to see the real compounding momentum that we were talking about earlier.
Well, what I'd love to do is, so I the book made it. It's just like, hey, just try it. Just try Holy Moments, and the explanation of Holy Moments happens, um, very early in the book. So very early in the book, you can go try it. And even now, at this point, all of you who are watching, would highly recommend you read the book, but you don't need it now to go do Holy Moments. Like you are now fully equipped to go do Holy Moments. So the book was like, hey, give it a try. And this amazing thing happened for me. I was taking this leadership course, and it was 6 months, and it was this group of people. And right at the end of the course, finishing the book, and I just have this moment where I'm like, okay, God, this is ending, this is culminating. What do you want me to do? And um, just had the sense that God was inviting me to get a personalized book for each of those people. There weren't many of them, so it wasn't this big grand thing, and write a note in it. And so I did it, and it felt great to do it, even though it was a little bit awkward because they were spiritual books, and I had no idea of the spirituality of the people. And there were about 10 of them, and I didn't hear back from any of them until about a week ago, when one of them messaged me and just said how impactful the book has been, and how they've been away from their Christian faith for a while, and how the book had brought them back into it. And it was just, I mean, just amazing. And so, would love to try something. Sitting here, you're watching the video. When you go out and have your first holy moment, I'd love for you to come back to the video and put in the comments here what it was like for your holy moment, and what it did for you, and the impact that it may or may not have had yet on the people that you had the holy moment with. That could be pretty cool.
Love it.
Okay, Matthew. Uh, this is um, this is the last one uh, uh, for me. Um, we've talked about it a little bit. I mean, you've written over 30 books, millions and millions of copies distributed. Uh, why for you is this the one book that you think could be the biggest book yet and the most meaningful book yet?
I mean, if you look at my different books, they usually teach you something. Some of them teach you many things. This teaches you everything. Handbook for the rest of your life. Because your life is moments. There is nothing else. Life is moments. And how we live our lives, whether we flourish or not, our happiness and misery, all depend on how we grasp those moments. It's all about the moments.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything. Well, I'm hoping that all of you are watching are convinced to get the book. But if you're not, what I really invite you to do, because I hadn't talked about it, and trust me, I really wanted to talk to Matthew about this. Okay, the opening story to this book is one of the most incredible opening stories to any book I've ever read. And I'm intentionally trying to make it a teaser there because even if you have any doubts about whether or not you want to read the book, get the book, read the opening story. I think the doubts will be gone. For any of you who are going to be giving a Christmas homily this year, when you get the book, because we're going to mail one out to all of you, I encourage you. This is a great opportunity in that opening story. I'd really consider using it as your Christmas message. It could be, uh, it would blow everybody away. And I think once you read it, you'll know that too. So, Matthew, really appreciate the time and thank you for the book.
Very welcome. Good to be with you.